walking down the street. He had on shorts and a t-shirt, and I'm thinking something's not right here. And I just looked at my husband and I said, turn around. And I got out of the car, exactly like the movie Portrayed, and I said, hey, I'm Leigh Anne Tuohy. And I said, why don't you go eat breakfast with us? And he said, he goes, and I said, no, okay, you're not standing here and I'm not leaving, and my people are hungry in the car, so we need to come up with something. He goes, we'll take you to an express bus stop. And all weekend I just kept going, something's not right here. There's just something not right. And so in my mind, I just thought, I'm going to go to school and reintroduce myself to him again and see if he'll let me take him shopping to get him a long pair of pants and a long sleeve shirt. Period. End of story. I didn't really like my two biological kids. I wasn't looking for a third child. Trust me when I tell you this. And I kept going to teachers I would know, and I'd go, what do y'all know about Michael Orr? And they'd go, who? And like the fifth person I asked that to, this teacher that makes money for teaching my children, and they didn't know who the 6'6", 350-pound African-American young man that was running around the school. I was a little nervous about it. Is he like invisible or something? And the principal looked at me and he said, Leigh Anne, don't get involved. And I was like, mistake. I went, I found him, and I said, would y'all go shopping tomorrow? And he said, I said, new pair of pants. I said, we'll go to McDonald's, we'll have a great time. Of course, my husband said, don't tell that story, because you should have said Taco Bell, but I didn't, so I said, no. And we did, he agreed. And Monday became Tuesday, and Tuesday became Wednesday, and that became our life. And there was no plan, and there was no agenda. I mean, there were people that literally think that I rolled over and on my to-do list said, drive down the street, find Mars Black Boy, adopt him, and make him a famous football player. No, if you think that, then you stand stupid on your forehead, because that is not what happened. It did not happen. I simply wanted to take him shopping, and I looked at him and said, his needs are so vast. Look around. Sometimes we miss what's right under our nose. My Michael Orr is a great basketball player. He won Mr. Football for the state of Tennessee and was runner-up for Mr. Basketball, which is really unprecedented to do that. And so Sean has a friend named Nick Saban. I'm sure many of you know the name. And he called Nick. Nick's an old dear friend of ours, and he said, Nick knew Michael was living with us, and Nick said, what do you want me to do, Sean? He said, I want you to come to Memphis and watch Michael and see if you think he can play football. Before school, they were practicing basketball. Nick goes in to watch Michael. Nick is the head coach at LSU at the time. They were the reigning national champions in football. They just won the national championship. And Nick looked at us and goes, hey, here's the deal. He said, I can't talk to Michael because he's a junior. He said, but I told his basketball coach when that door closes behind me to turn around and tell him he has a 4-year full scholarship to LSU. And I'm like, you're kidding. And I'm telling you, the next sentence to this day haunts me. He goes, he has got to be the most obvious success story that there is walking the streets of Memphis, Tennessee. He got off of a bus, and that's what he was doing the day we turned the car around. This is the kid that had been in 23, 24, 25, it depends on what record you look at foster homes. He didn't go to 2nd grade, didn't go to 5th grade. He ate out of garbage cans, he slept under bridges, he'd never been told he was loved, he'd never had a Christmas present, he'd never had a bed, he'd never had a closet, he'd never. And all we did was turn our car around and offer him hope and love and opportunity, and it changed his life. If Nick Saban says that my son has got to be the most obvious success story in Memphis, Tennessee, and he almost falls through the cracks, can you imagine who gets